Africa is an interesting continent. And I'm going to read a poem titled, "The Paradox That is Africa." Salute Africa, Africa the free, Africa the bound, Africa the rich, rare land of the blessed, Africa the vast land of golden talents, Africa the land of multiple cultures, Africa the immense land of peace and beauty, Africa the beautiful, bright, bright of the stars, Africa the home of great freedom and favors, Africa home of hospitality and honored heroes, Africa the land of joy, smiling coast and sunshine, Africa where East and West meet for their competing and conflicting interests. Salute Africa, solitary survivor of violent continental human rights violations. Africa where unjust wars were fought in fits of rage. Africa where European gunpowder dotted the landscape. Africa the land of contradictions, bearer of dark scars. Africa the land of conflicts and hardships untold. Africa betrayed by slavery as the captive's asylum. Africa the betrayed black homeland, the virgin daughter. Africa the nature nurtured, the endowed with tortured inhabitants. Africa the land of logical contradictions. Africa the land of talents. Africa the waster of talents. Africa the land of gold. Africa the land of greed. Africa the abused. Africa the exalted. Africa the exploited. Africa the violent. Africa the violated. Africa the hospitable. Africa the manipulated. Africa a refuge home for the Messiah child. And so old, Africa so young. Africa the fearful. Africa the fearless. O Africa, march on, move on, roll on to victory. There is hope for Africa. O God, may Africa find her hope in you. Africa, your ebony black skin is divinely set on musical lore. Africa, you are shrouded in mysteries, stringed on lyrics of yore. Africa, joy of the black race, the pen of the Nubian fest, yet Africa, the hopeful. Africa, home to all humanity. Africa, endangered by global inhumanity. Africa, the land of multiple brilliant stories of gallant warriors and conquerors. Africa, the land of youths, the continent of the future, a rising nation. Africa, a land of multiple stars with new technologies and scientific discoveries. Africa, once described as the dark continent, attracted sacrificial visits of Western missionaries. Africa, undarkened by the light of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Africa, raising messengers of hope to the darkest parts of the earth. IFES students in Africa, torches you are, bearers of light. Africa, youth, the hope of a brighter tomorrow. Africa, home of Christianity. Africa hosts IFES messengers of hope to ignite and spread hope. IFES student groups cover the nooks and crannies of the earth, blazing the light of hope. Africa, then a missionary receiving continent, now ascending missionaries the world over. IFES students engaging all with the good news of salvation in the university. Africa, Africa, oh Africa, I hear ricochets and reverberations. Can anything good come out of you, Africa? And yes, like Christ Nazareth, you're qualified in him. Africa, the cradle of civilization, the origin of the monasteries. Africa rejected, Africa accepted cornerstone of modern universities. Africa, the theological landscape of St. Augustine of Carthage, Biancato of Nigeria, Kwame Bediako of Ghana, Lamin Sane of Gambia, Titi Tieno of Burkina Faso. Africa, the political landscape of Nelson Mandela, Frederick de Klerk, Thomas Sankara, Samora Machel, and Amilcar Cabral. Africa, the scientific and eco-friendly land of Beatrice Wangari Maathai and Ken Saro-Wiwa. Africa, the land of prodigy like Wole Soyinka, Chinua Achebe, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and Helen Habila. Africa of Ngugi wa Thiong'o, Ama Ata Aidoo, and Africans in the diaspora. Africa, the musical land of Miriam Makeba, Panampasi Paul, Ebenezer Obey, Fela Aníkúlá Kuti, Ali Farka Traoré, Asa, Lucky Dube, Brenda Faise, and many other soloists. IFES students, graduates, and staff who are bearers of this torch, go take the message of hope to the universities all over the world. Africa, the harvest field, Africa, the harvest force. There is hope for you. Weep not, Africa, weep not. Smile on, for your light has come. Africa, arise. IFES students the world over, arise and shine.